Yo, what's good, everyone? It's your boys, Jimmy, Daz, and Deffer. You all right, lads?
Hi, mate. It's been
Hello.
been a quick minute.
Hasn't it?
Yeah,
Bloody quick minute.
We've
yeah,
been we've been out and about, though, haven't we?
yeah. We've been in real life shitting.
We've
Yeah.
been we've been out there rocking, mate. That's what we've been doing.
Yeah, with the
Rock,
rockers and the hip hoppers.
rocking and rolling, mate. But today is the fourth and final part of our trip back through the 90s. We'll be looking at some of our favorite albums from 1999, as well as some TV shows, some films, some games. That's the bit I'm actually looking forward to the most, you know.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, I
cannot.
forgot we actually still had albums to go through, and I was like, ah, fuck this.
We'll
Here's a load
smash
of albums.
we'll smash through them. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's done, mate.
Well, let's pile through these then, so we can get on to the good stuff at the end. So 1999, American Pie, Sixth Sense, and the Blair Witch Project all came out.
How many
Oh,
burnt cocks do you reckon American Pie was responsible for?
I definitely had
Tens,
one.
mate.
I had one,
Definitely
definitely.
had one.
Definitely had one.
Tens,
But
bro.
cherry pie is better than American pie, though.
Is it?
It's not as hot. Yeah, it's not as hot.
Okay.
No, noted.
Yeah.
um, Blair Witch, mate. I went to see that at cinema.
The biggest load of shit.
Do you reckon I
Only
went
the,
to
the ending. The ending is the only bit that freaked the shit out of me.
I
When
really
it's
enjoyed.
in the
I enjoyed it,
corner.
mate.
I don't know. I don't. Nah.
I bought into the hype. I was like,
Yeah,
oh
mate,
my
I bought
god.
into the
Everyone.
hype. I
Everyone.
think I saw this like when it came out, so I don't know how old I would have been. Not
There was a.
99. How old would I have been then? Fucking hell, shit at maths.
Well,
So
we were 19. We were
well,
19. So
I
what?
was born in
16.
85, so yeah, it
14.
must have been about 14 or
14.
something. But
14.
Oh, you
Yeah.
I
shouldn't
went
have
to
even
see
been in
this.
there.
Yeah, I don't know how I got in, but I was in, and it was like a Halloween like showing or something. It was like a special showing, and I fucking shit my pants, mate. I fucking hated it.
Yeah, it was nice to buy into the hype so you could go in there and be like, oh my God, I can't
Yeah,
believe what happened.
I was young enough to actually believe it was real.
I
Like,
think a
it
lot of
was
people. I
actual
think a lot.
found footage and
I
stuff.
was 19, mate.
Well,
I believed it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Primitive. Uh,
The biggest, most gullible fucking prank
yeah,
ever pulled.
exactly. SpongeBob SquarePants aired for the first time. I can't believe SpongeBob is that
I.
old, mate. That
I.
is.
You know what? I would have thought it would have been earlier. I don't know. I just felt like SpongeBob's been around for fucking
Oh, I
ages.
thought it was later, mate, but
I thought,
1999.
yeah, crazy.
Um, Napster launched, and
Oh, I had a few on
everyone
there. Yeah.
everyone started downloading.
And then Lars Ulrich sued everyone.
Yeah, and Backstreet Boys Millennium and Shania Twain Come On Over were the best-selling albums
Blimey.
of the year. Fucking
I do
hell.
like a bit of Shania Twain, mate. I will say that.
Do you? Do you feel like a
Yeah,
woman does?
sometimes.
Go,
Let's go,
Daz.
Jim.
Let's go, girls.
Ah,
So into the rocking tunes then. I feel like Daz, this is the start, the real start of the Daz era
yes.
now,
Yeah.
because the first three albums, Poison the Well, released the opposite of December, their debut
Yeah.
album on Trustkill. This your favorite Poison the Well album, Daz?
Yeah, it's definitely one of my favorite albums of all time. I remember like just the artwork's done by Jake Bannon as well of Converge, and it's just one of my favorite pieces of artwork of all time as well. I just remember sitting there in my room listening to this on like my CD player, like just over and over and over, just following the lyrics, like fucking oh God. And it was right in that perfect sweet spot as well, like where you kind of like, you know, getting unrequited feelings from girls and like all
Ooh,
that sort of shit. You know what I mean? So it's
yeah,
kind of
mate.
like, that kind of like emo sort of element of Poison the Well sound was like really something that resonated as well, It was great.
Yeah. Yeah, those bands come along at the right time in your life, don't they? And they stick with you because of that collide that perfect storm of you at a right
Yeah.
age, the album coming along. Um Turmoil released the process of I think it's their third album on Century Media. I listened to this album yesterday, mate. Sick, isn't it?
Yeah, man, it's so fucking good, mate. Like it's just this is like how metalcore should sound to me.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
for me.
this Earth Crisis, Vision of Disorder, all them kind of bands. That's the OG. That's the metal. When I think of metalcore, mate, that's what I think of.
Yeah, this is what
Yeah.
I want it to sound like. Yeah, this is fucking sick, man.
Have you done this, Steph?
I have done it. Yeah, I mean, obviously, Dad's put me on to a lot of this stuff through us doing the podcast now. You know, a lot
Yeah.
of bands, a lot of the Poison the Well was one of them, that album. And yeah, man, great fucking albums. Listen to them sort of 20 years later and sort of thinking, fucking hell, man, if that was released now, it'd still be huge. You know, I
Oh,
feel
mate,
sort of
yeah.
like, oh, I'm gutted I'm only listening to some of these albums now that I know people have really highlighted so well. But yeah, great. Fucking those first two, man, fucking
It's
amazing.
got like a track on here that's it's only 50 odd seconds or what have you, but it's called Six Demon Bag, which I'm
Mm.
assuming is a reference to Big Trouble in Little China, which is
Yeah,
also
it's
like one
gotta
of the
be.
best films of all time. So
Yeah, yeah, it's gotta be.
Yeah, mate, that's class. But that's the beauty of music, isn't it? Those albums are always here.
Yeah, and they were still there for me, exactly.
They're waiting for you, mate, for whenever you're ready, whenever you find them. Um, well, a life changer for you, Daz. Slipknot released their self-titled album, June 29th, 1999, Roadrunner, the first Roadrunner album to ever go platinum.
yeah,
And this was the one, wasn't it? This is the life changer. This is
yeah, this
the
was it. This was it. This is the big daddy of them all. You know, that still kind of is to this day, really. To be honest with you, for me, it's like it's a timeless record. This is, still sounds great.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, you can still put this on and get that fucking hell feeling about
yeah,
it.
and
It
and
never goes away.
and even with deeper cuts like songs like Scissors and that, they still make me feel really fucking
Yeah,
weird, you know, really uncomfortable.
yeah, man.
yeah. We'd been into metal for like 10 years by this point, Def, I'm guessing.
Yeah, yeah,
99.
mate.
And you're kind of like thinking you've heard a lot of stuff. And this album still like when you put it on, remember, it was surfacing, wasn't it?
Yes.
Or was
Yeah,
on one of them Metal Hammer CDs.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
And it was like, holy shit. It was like
It was,
fucking
yeah.
raw. It was aggressive. It
It
was
was like the
like,
perfect track to think like, yeah, you need to check this band out.
yeah, mate.
And look at them now, man. One of the biggest. Fuck me, man. Yeah.
Rage Against the Machine released their third and final studio album, The Battle of Los Angeles. Guerrilla Radio won the best hard rock for Grammys that year, and this double platinum selling records, The Battle of LA. This is, we've said it a million times, but this is my favorite
Yeah, same.
Rage Against the Machine album. Sorry, Steve, if you're listening.
He
I know
smashed.
you took umbrage.
Yeah,
The last time we spoke about Rage Against the Machine, but yeah, I think this is the one. It's my favorite because I think it's the one I was. Battle of LA and the debut had already sort of come out by the time I really got into them.
Yeah.
And so this was the album I was looking for. I was like, shit, there's a new Rage Against the Machine album. And I went and bought it on release day and saw them on this tour. And yeah, I think that's why it's always been my favorite.
Like, I mean, Guerrilla Radio is fucking epic, innit? For a single
It
off of
is,
this.
man.
And Sleep Now
Testify
in
is
the
one of,
Fire as
yeah,
well.
yeah. Testify
Yeah.
is one of the best album openers ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah, I fucking adore
Yeah.
this album, man. It's mental to think 99, this is their last studio album.
Yeah. Crazy.
Lightning in a bottle, that band, weren't they?
Yeah. I'm kind of glad they haven't done anything else, to be honest with you, because it's not going to touch that, is it? Like,
No. You sort of think, don't you? Like when they reunited, it was kind of like just do some shows, play the hits. Like we don't really need another Rage Against the Machine album. That
I think there was enough, like, there's obviously always enough political events and stuff going on in the world, but I just don't think it would have the same.
won't have the fire, mate. I
Mm,
don't think
Nah. Nah.
yeah. Yeah,
it
because they
would.
were a lot younger back then as well, innit? That's
Yeah,
the thing. Youth is like a massive key part in a lot of this, innit? Like, you know, Slipknot self-titled Youth.
it's the struggle, mate, as well. You
Mm,
know, all these bands that Rage Against the Machine are, all the members of that band are probably multi-millionaires by this point, and is that fire still there to
yeah, yeah,
create that sort? But we won't ever find out, mate, because it ain't ever happening. So, like
Yeah.
you just
yeah.
got these three perfect records that are there forever. So, um, Opeth released Still Life, their fourth album.
Great
The only
album.
release on Peaceful. Which is right up there in the discography rankings for you, definite.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's the best for a lot of people when we've gone
Yeah.
through sort of OPEF rankings and that. But the more into God's Head Lament is probably one of the best. I mean, they do a 1 and 2 opening track
Oh God.
pretty much better than anyone on any album. This one is one of the best. The More is a fucking amazing track. God Said Lament is just fucking incredible. Benighted, it's still Opeth roughened. And it's up there, man. It's right up there. I like the sound of the record. I like the direction that they've gone on this record.
The
Very
artwork's
mix
wicked
and
too.
match. It's
Yeah.
Very bright,
sick.
very
Yeah.
bright from for them. A lot, most of their stuff's actually pretty
Dull, isn't it?
dark. Yeah, like just
Dark. Yeah.
yeah.
It's quite haunting, isn't it? That
Mm.
red strikes you like.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and the gold logo, it's lovely.
Oh yeah, it's brilliant, mate. The whole presentation of it is just brilliant. Cannibal Corpse released Bloodthirst, their 7th album. The first album not to be recorded at Morrisound. Did not know that. Where would Bloodthirst sit?
That's high, mate, for
You
me.
boys.
It would be sort of, yeah, it's up there. I think majority of them are all up there. You know what I mean?
They're all
They're not. They're all on a even sort of level, isn't it? Majority.
Well,
There's 2 or 3 that are sort of above that.
we spoke
Yeah.
about the first Corpse Grinder album last time, didn't we? And
Mm.
it was like, yeah, it's good, but I wouldn't have it.
Not at the
I
top.
Bloodthirst is
feel
the
from
No.
way
Bloodthirst
better.
Bloodthirst onwards, mate. I think is
Yeah.
where
Oh my god, it is, yeah. But I mean, this album's 34 minutes, mate. It's just a lot of the tracks on here are 2 minutes, don't even make 2 minute and a half mark.
that's
3 or 4 of
one,
them.
mate, and it just
Fucking hell. You know, and opening with Pounded into Dust. Oh, the
that's
spine split is a whopper.
Yeah.
Pounded into Dust, mate, was one of the first Cannibal songs I remember hearing because that
That's,
was on one of those Metal Hammer CDs, cover mount CDs as well. It was
mate,
like the first track on there.
2 minutes 16, that is.
Yeah, that's a fucking. I feel like moving away from Morrisound maybe helps
Yeah.
freshen things up a bit. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah.
some great fucking tracks on here as well, man. You know, Sickening Metamorphosis, fucking, I love that track, man.
Yeah.
Great album.
I'm gonna have to revisit that, soon.
Oh, it pairs really nicely with our next album we got coming up, Jim.
Oh, it sure does, bruv. Hate Eternal released Conquering the Throne, their debut album. Came out on Wicked World Records, which I didn't realize was a subdivision of Earache Records. So
Oh, nice.
the more you know, yeah. So this is obviously the debut album from Eric Rutan's Hate Eternal, a band I've grown to fucking love over the last couple of years.
Yeah.
Mm.
Same.
Always struggled a bit with Hate Eternal at first because it was just like, whoa, this is fucking relentless. But the more I've got into death metal, mate, the more I sort of appreciate Hate Eternal now.
Cool.
And sticking in the death metal world, In Flames released Colony, their 4th album on Nuclear Blast. We've spoken about this run of albums that In Flames had, but for a lot of people, Colony is the crown, isn't it? The jewel in the crown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I couldn't. Just the Race will always be
Just
first for me,
races.
but I
Yeah.
couldn't fucking rank the rest of them, mate. Those first ones, forget it.
No. Yeah.
They all just sit sort of the same for me.
It's a
Yeah.
tough one. It's not something I'd like to do with a gun to my head.
I don't know, me either, mate. That's
You
for
know.
sure. Talking of guns to your head, this album sounds like someone's put the gun through your head. The Dillinger Escape Plan released their debut album, Calculated Infinity.
Oh yeah.
The only full-length album to feature original vocalist Dimitri, who obviously they're back together with at this point. I remember Pin from Sixth saying to me like, "Oh, you've got to listen to this record," and I remember buying it. Well, I was working at our place. Maybe I swiped it. I can't remember. But
sorry.
yeah, sorry. Maybe that's why they went bust. But I remember playing it, and I was like, well, it just sounded like a fucking load of instruments falling down the stairs the first few times I listened to it. I was like, what the fuck is going on?
That is the perfect description.
Yeah, like
yeah.
there'd be little bits that would catch, like obviously the the fucking riff to like 43% burnt and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah.
would stick with you, but took me a long, long old time, man, to this album still, if I'm walking along listening to this album, I'll probably fall over.
This album was fucking massive for me. And Jane Doe and stuff, and it was really weird because the impact Calculating Infinity had on like my social group, like a lot of them ended up going on to like being like Dillinger type bands, and getting into, you know, similar bands like, the Locust and the Number 12
Chariot,
Looks Like
yeah.
You and the Chariot, yeah, all that kind of like nut shit. So it was a really big, had a really big sort of impact for
That
for me in the scene here.
yeah, I was gonna say that scene was quite prevalent down your way, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah, it's
Architect
fucking
sort of
nuts.
started out more in that vein as well, didn't they?
Yes, mate. Yeah, they did. That's a really good point. Yeah, they really did sort of start off a bit like that. Yeah.
And sort of
Yeah,
Sixth
crazy.
appeared around this time, and
Yeah.
so it was. Yeah, this album was
And it must
fucking
have been like the impact from this album for sure.
off.
Like everybody heard this and was like, fuck, like,
They must have
that's-
thought, oh, we can play similar to that.
so they were all at it,
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
and you don't really consider like how big an impact an album sort of has until you kind of look back at it.
yeah, mate. I mean, the fact they're playing anniversary shows, doing this material now, and people are foaming at the mouth for it, just tells you everything you need to know,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah.
About what special record that is. In the same sort of vein, then, Limp Bizkit were in a significant other. Their second album, 16 million copies. This has
Mate,
sold.
I fucking loved this album. I loved it.
I
Went out and
love
fucking, it
this
was
album.
hard. It was so hard to go and find a new era red fitted cap, and I fucking had one, and I loved it. I was like proper fucking into this shit,
You went
man.
full
Like I
dust,
loved
mate.
it. Yeah, I went like full durst.
This is
Sick.
it's a huge like I think it was the production one, a huge step up.
Mm.
Terry Date produced Significant Other to me, mate. People can poo on Limp Bizkit all they like, man, but Significant Other is front to back
Bangers.
bangers.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, is it?
I fucking adore this album, man.
Mate, you know, and together now, right? Method Man,
Yeah.
Yeah.
best rapper of all time, one of them. You know, don't get
We,
much better than that. That's a collab that you never saw coming.
Nope.
mm,
Getting co-signed by Meth.
Do do do. Just like it
Oh, all of the songs are great.
because I bought $3 bill when it came out. And I did like it. It was quite rough around the edges. But I
Mm.
did really like it. But when fucking Just Like This kicked in, mate, on here, it was like, wow, okay, like that's a
big
massive
difference.
fucking step up,
Yeah.
man. Yeah.
I
Um,
I went to like Power Play and went through the old posters. Remember when you used to get the posters
yeah,
for like
Mm.
yeah,
2.99,
Yeah,
3.99? I had a
yeah.
big old significant other poster up like constantly, man. I
That
still love that
artwork's
artwork today.
yeah.
it's
Sick
fucking
artwork,
kind of
man.
iconic now, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is, mate. Rearranged is such a fucking banger,
Oh,
mate.
I
Yeah.
think that's my favorite song on
Oh,
the album. Does
yeah, mine too, without a doubt.
do 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 do. Just think about it. What a
Great,
tune,
great
mate.
album, mate.
What a tune.
1999, baby.
Oh, to be back there, Daz. To be
Oh
back
God.
there.
Oh God.
Um, Another new metal titan, Korn, released Issues, their fourth album. That it was a much darker follow-up, wasn't it, to follow the leader?
Jesus, was it? Yeah.
I love that album cover design competition they did for this. Did
Yes.
you enter it at all?
No.
No.
No, me either. I was so shit at drawing, mate. I could like I wish I could have. I wish I'd have had the skills to enter that competition, but
Did you ever get one of the dolls?
no, mate.
I had the doll once, and now I'm watching King of Collectibles. I wish I kept it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ken Golden's offering you 10 million, mate. for that.
He's after one, mate. Yeah.
Uh, I
Issues is a fucking brilliant album.
yeah. I mean, it's got some of my favorite contracts on it for sure. Falling Away from Me, Make Me Bad is
Yeah.
Oh,
That's
mate,
the
an
biggie,
all-time
innit? That's
favorite
the
for me. I
biggie.
think,
Yeah.
and Somebody Someone is a
Yeah.
great tune. And Let's Get This Party Started.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's
Let's get this party started. That's fucking mental. What a fucking heavy song that is. Song is fucking heavy, bruv.
it's a great record, that man. I'm gonna have to again uh, revisit Issues and Untouchables. I think I might do over the next couple of weeks because
Worth it.
that's that where they really discovered that Corn
Yeah.
signature sound. I think. AFI released Black Sails in the Sunset, their fourth album. The first with guitarist Jade, an album that paved the way for what was to follow. We're saying about Korn discovering that signature sound. This is where AFI's sort of signature sound developed. Black Sails in the Sunset is fucking brilliant, man. I listened to this the other day, and
Another one of those iconic records, isn't it, Jim?
yeah, it
Do you
is,
know,
mate.
with the artwork and
Yep.
all the rest of it?
Yeah, great
Fucking
record, man.
Great album.
We're entering spooky season as well, so
That's perfect.
these early AFI albums are even more like enjoyable around this time of year now.
Yeah, get yourself a nice what's the word? Pumpkin spice latte.
Go out, trampling them crispy leaves, mate, with
Yeah.
AFI
Yeah.
AFI in your ear holes. Perfect.
And a pumpkin on your bonts.
Machine Head. Controversial territory here, lads. Released the Burning Red, their third album. Aru Luster had replaced Logan Mader by this point. The album was produced by Ross Robinson. It's for me, I really like the Burning Red. It is for me. It is a step down from the first two. Like those first two were iconic for me. And I think it has held up quite well. The Burning Red, to be fair, when you revisit it now.
There are some decent tracks on here.
Yeah, there are.
It's a really, I mean, Blood, Sweat, and the Tears, which we keep from this day, is a fucking banger. I really like Desire to Fire. That's
Desire's
proper.
Fire's wicked.
When it just kicks in, it's so you just sort of think, right, how different is this album going to be? And then you listen to Desire Fire kick in, and you're like, fucking hell, man. This is like new metal territory, man, that they fit. It's completely different, but it works. I mean, it fucking works. He's got that sort of new metal rap flow to him. He's always had that. So
Yes, he did. He had it from the beginning, mate.
he had it from the beginning.
So it was nothing new.
He could do it. I mean, the only shit on this is Message in a Bottle was awful.
Yeah, it's bad, man.
Oh god,
It's
that's
such
really
a
bad.
it's of the time, isn't it? Those new metal covers, like.
Exactly, yeah.
But there's some real the deep cuts on here, mate, are fucking wicked.
Silver,
like Five,
Silver,
yeah,
yeah,
Exhale the Vile.
yeah, yeah.
I Defy, mate.
I Defy is a fucking tune.
Yeah, I Defy into Five
Yes.
is fucking brilliant. So
Yeah.
I really feel like this album has it gets pelters unfairly, I think.
Yeah. Well, I would take. Would you take this over Supercharger?
Oh, fucking hell,
100,
mate.
yeah.
Easy.
Every time, mate.
Every fucking
every
time.
time.
Supercharger
I mean,
had one track in it.
Well, we fucking forgot that existed, didn't we? In the noise.
Yeah, we did. Well, good. I'm glad we did. I'm glad it was that shit album. You know what I mean? I'm glad it was that.
Erased it from history, mate.
Erased it from memories. Like what?
And we were proper gumbos, isn't it? We were fucking blank, man.
I couldn't
Blankety blank,
believe it,
mate.
brother.
Yeah,
it's like just
at
never
least it
happened.
was that album, mate. We were all right.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. You couldn't have forgiven yourself if you'd forgot The More Things Change or something.
Oh,
my God.
imagine that, Daz. We'd have had fucking.
It wouldn't have happened.
It wouldn't.
It's only because that album shouldn't have happened. And in our ignorance, it never did. So I mean,
yeah, exactly. Yeah,
there you go, mate. Yeah, what are you talking about?
Can't lose.
Static X released their debut album, Wisconsin Death Trip. Mental to think their debut album come out Warner Brothers and went platinum.
Yeah.
Like
platinum, fucking hell.
Platinum selling record, mate. I listened to Wisconsin Death Trip. Must have been about a month ago. That mate, that album is so much fucking fun.
Oh, it's good. It's so fun. It is good.
It's so good, man. They didn't. Nobody sounded like Static X, did they?
No.
They had like them really cool fucking staccato chug. Like, Def, we love them stop start riffs.
Yes,
mate.
Yes, mate.
I don't think anyone sounds like them even now.
No, they can't. No, they. I don't think you can. They had a very unique sound.
Yeah,
you'd be just copying them. Do you know what I mean?
It'd be so obvious.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Interesting fact I found out. Did you know Wayne Static was originally born in North London?
Oh
Oh,
shit.
mental.
Yeah. Hi Barnet.
Oh,
Whee!
well done, mate. Look, you fucking tucked him up now.
Thank you.
Fucking
Thank
hell.
you. I thank
I'm
you.
just
I
getting the
thank you.
fucking I'm getting the fucking hook out my mouth.
I thank you.
Yeah.
Really? Hi,
Hi.
Bob. You've used that fucking joke
He did
before
it. He
as
did it
well.
before. Yeah,
He's
he did
done
it
it
before.
before, man. Daz, he's got us
Oh.
twice for the
Oh,
same
can't
joke.
believe it.
He's
Can't
done it on
believe it.
Twitter, and I was laughing at it, and I'm still laughing now.
I thought it was too good, mate, not to drop it in again.
You're very convincing. It was very good,
Yeah,
mate. Very
Thanks,
well
mate.
executed.
Thanks everyone. My stand-up tour goes on sale next week. Ah, Death, an
Mate, come
album.
on, get
Come
out
on,
there.
get out of it. Talking about spooky season, Misfits released Famous Monsters, their fifth album on Roadrunner, the second album of the Graves era. This,
Oh,
I don't even care, mate. This is a fucking classic.
this is a classic, mate. Graves era Misfits were fucking brilliant, but
Yep,
Famous Monsters, man, is
yep.
up there, man. It's just tune after tune after tune.
It's fucking
It's
brilliant, mate, isn't it?
it's 18 tracks, 45 minutes of just fucking some of the best 45 minutes you'll have.
I wouldn't change a single second on here,
No,
Death.
no, neither would I, mate.
Forbidden
Oh,
Zone into Lost in Space into Dust to Dust. Scream is fucking
yeah,
incredible.
Scream's a banger.
and that Pumpkinhead into Scarecrow, man. Die Monster, Die.
Die
That
Monster
those
Die.
three. It's like, come on,
And
man.
then you get down to track 15, mate. Fiend Club
Fiend
is
Club, mate. It's
what a
I,
fucking record. This is the first time I'd ever heard the Misfits
I think,
as well.
yeah,
In '99.
I think Graves era was first Misfits. It probably was a lot of people, yeah.
Yeah, I think it just shows me how important those Kerrang Metal Hammer cover mount CDs were, because Dust to Dust was on one of them as well, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
yeah, it was,
Along
mate. Yeah,
with Dusk and Her Embrace, Cradle of Filth as well. Like discovered
Oh,
that
bloody
through them,
hell.
and
yeah.
Famous Monsters, man, is an all-time
All timer, mate.
Yeah.
classic, mate. Typo Negative released World Coming Down, their fifth album. The first of their albums to hit the Billboard Top 40, which
It's surprising
is quite
considering they had,
surprising.
yeah, Bloody Kisses and October Rust beforehand.
This is a dark record,
Oh,
man.
Jesus. You need to be in the mood for this album.
Yeah.
I mean, majority of Typo Negative, you probably got to be in the headspace for it. But yeah, this goes well
This,
coming down. It goes down, mate.
oh God, mate. You can tell Pete's World was coming down at this
Oh
point, can't you?
shit, mate. Yeah, it's very
um,
difficult.
yeah. Death's wearing the shirt. Immortal at the Heart of Winter, their fifth album. The first Immortal album not to feature Demonaz on guitar, as he was suffering from acute tendonitis, and the first with the new logo. I didn't even think about that.
Oh shit, yeah, of
And
course.
a cover without the band members on it,
Holy
which
fuck, yeah.
Of
Now you
course.
say it, it's like, yeah, how do we, yeah. Oh fucking hell. That's
yeah,
incredible. Yeah.
where do you rank this in your Immortal rankings?
This
Top
will
two, innit?
this will be easily top three. Easily top three.
Think I would. I think this is top for me. Closely followed by Sons of Northern Darkness. Closely followed by Pure Holocaust, maybe.
Yeah.
What a
That
fucking
seems
band,
like,
man.
yeah, I
What
mean,
a band.
Incredible discography, man.
Yeah. Yeah, just one of the best, mate. Children of Bodom released Hate Breeder, their second album on Spine Farm.
Great album.
Yeah, do you boys go back to the early Children of Bodom much before sort of Hate Crew Death Roll? Because I'd never really delved in too deep into those first few, but I did Hate Breeder the other day, and it's sick.
It is fucking sick. Yeah, no,
Hate
you
Breeder is the only one I go back to and then forward, if you know what I mean. I've never gone
Yes.
back past Hate Breeder.
Yeah.
yeah.
I
Sort of
hate
follow the Reaper and
Yeah.
upwards, in it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Hate Breeder is a real fucking good album, man. Again, a very, very unique band. No one really ever sounded like them.
Nah.
And probably couldn't to this day, could they?
No.
So we're gonna finish up the music with a few sort of maybe different ones. Lit released A Place in the Sun, their second album. This is again an all-time favorite album for me. This,
Fucking remember this, man.
bruv, this just takes me back to
Jesus.
summer Summer
Yeah.
99, just knocking around with my friends. Had a bit of
Fucking
cash
hell,
on the
man.
hip, mate, from I was working by this point, and just a great a soundtrack to
Yeah, I
happy young
remember this,
days,
mate.
mate.
But was it My Own Worst Enemy when it was a big
Yeah,
track,
yeah.
when it? That was yeah, fuck
That
me.
came on, didn't it, Daz? A Bloodstock. We were milling about, and it came on in the tent in the media area, and me and
Oh
Dan,
yeah.
me and Dan G were singing singing along
Yeah,
to
it's
it, mate.
fucking. That's a fucking tune, man. Oh man,
Yeah.
what? That's. It was great when I saw you listed it. It's like fucking hell. Yeah, I remember that.
I listened to it not too long ago, mate. Ziploc is my favorite track on that.
God,
It's
I might have to listen to that again. You
oh,
know that
Def,
album.
you
Oh
will
God, I'm fucking
love
adding
it,
that
mate.
right now, mate.
You will love it.
I'm gonna have some of that.
Pennywise released Straight Ahead, their fifth album on Epitaph Records. This is again an all-timer for me.
I've
Uh,
never done this. I've
Oh
never.
God, mate, this is
Oh, I like
if
when you
you
say stuff like that.
mate, if you like
Straight.
Offspring Smash and that sort of thing,
Oh,
you
don't,
will
mate. Oh
fucking
no. Right, I'm adding that as well.
yeah, you'll adore Pennywise Straight
I
Ahead,
remember
mate.
the cover. Obviously, I know Pennywise. I've done a couple of out, but never this one. I know the cover.
Yeah.
But yeah, oh God, man, I'm getting on that then
Oh,
as
it's one
well.
of my favorite fucking sort of punk
Really?
related. Oh, mate, it is absolutely brilliant.
Shit.
Um, 80 Men released their debut album on Roadrunner Records.
God, I
I
remember
remember
that
them
as
being
well.
touted as the next
Yeah,
big thing because they signed to Virgin Records not long after this. Um, I remember they were really fucking hyped, weren't they?
they
I,
were.
Casey Chaos was a fucking lunatic.
Dads, I remember reading like Krang and that seeing bits. I was like, oh my God, his name's Casey Chaos and he's
Yeah.
fucking mental. I was like, whoa.
Could have been like a Marvel character, couldn't he?
Yeah, 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 yeah. He's the album's really I listened to this. I listened to the album earlier actually. It's real fucking good. And then I remember they released it was We Have Come for Your Parents or something, wasn't it?
That's
That's
it.
right.
Yeah,
It's their
yeah.
second album, and then they just kind of like
Died
vanished,
off.
didn't
Went
they?
off the. Yeah, they just went off, innit?
Yeah, Casey Chaos is now I don't know Casey Sensible somewhere, and in
Is he
his
though? Who knows?
who knows,
A,
mate.
amen to that.
Hey. But yeah, that's a fucking wicked record, man, and yeah, a strange one that it just sort of disappeared. And then the last album, Control Denied, released The Fragile Art of Existence, the one and only record from Chuck Schuldinger's post-death. Um, came out on Nuclear Blast. It's essentially the Sound of Perseverance lineup, but with Tim Aymar on vocals. Have you boys ever delved into this record?
I have done it for a Virgin Records.
What do you
Yeah,
think?
very good.
Mm.
Very good. You can tell it's that sort of Sound of Perseverance era sort of sound because
Where
obviously
Chuck
it's
wanted to go,
where
wasn't it?
Chuck what it's where he wanted to go, yeah, and you can hear it in it. But yeah, real really good. It just sounds like another Death add-on, isn't it?
Yeah. But yeah, sadly, obviously he passed away 2 years, two
Yeah.
years later, and yeah, not never got to hear from him again. So it's a
It'd have
lovely
been
time
interesting if
capsule.
they would yeah, if obviously if all was well with him, where he would have gone with this band. I mean,
Mm,
would they? I don't know if they would have got. They wouldn't have got to. I mean, I'll confidently say that, but it would have been interesting. I mean, what they could have done. It would have been nice to have seen
Yeah,
where they could have progressed. You know, if he would have still had the heart for it, if he would have done something completely different. Because
I
yeah, we'd
reckon there
never
would have
find.
been all kinds of wild music, mate. We'd have got,
I think we
and
would have
just
got so much,
sad
man.
that yeah,
Yeah, I know we
that
would
we
have got
never got
so
to
many.
hear it, mate.
Yeah, I know, mate.
Um, so there you go, lads. That's all the music. 9 years worth over the last four episodes. What a brilliant fucking decade. Forever my favorite decade of music.
Yeah. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, like I said, it's important to us,
Yeah,
all three of us, and there's always
yeah.
some stories, but
yeah,
yeah,
I think it's important to everybody, and I think it will continue to be important to everybody. The 90s,
yeah,
yeah,
you know, like
yeah,
even fucking when there's flying cars and shit about, I'll be like, that fucking 90s was insane.
it's all timeless, mate, isn't it?
yeah,
Yeah,
That's it.
exactly, mate.
Right then, should we start with TV then?
Yeah.
yeah.
We'll just go round the table, lads. I want to start off TV with a show that was every morning, never miss staple, The Big Breakfast.
Oh, I love the big breakfast.
Like if you're in America, or abroad and you didn't get so the Big Breakfast was a morning breakfast show, believe it or not, that was on Channel 4 here. Normally like morning breakfast shows are all like the news and all serious, but this one was just like anarchy, wasn't it?
It
Yeah,
was.
the Big Breakfast was carnage, wasn't it?
Oh, it's
It was
fucking
always
brilliant,
great.
man.
It was great. I mean, it was Chris Evans, Gabby Roslin, wasn't it? The original.
Yeah.
And then the
Vaughan
era
and
that I was well invested in was Johnny Vaughan and Denise Van Outen,
so
who at that time was a fucking pin-up, man.
would you take those two?
That's
Is
if
that
I
your
was
combo presenters, mate?
if you're if you're talking to me about Big Breakfast, it would be. I think they were just right together.
Yeah.
Johnny Vaughan was a bit nuts. Denise Van Outen just looked incredible. You had Paula Yates, who looked fucking high as a kite on the bed.
Zig and Zag, mate.
Zig and
Just
Zag
fucking
when they made their appearance. Yeah, exactly.
I used to love summer holidays, mate, when you actually got to watch the whole show because
Yeah, because we
you
only
only get
used
to
to
watch
watch.
an hour and a bit, and then you'd be
That's
out the
it.
door
Yeah,
getting
yeah.
the school bus, mate. But what a show! Just a
Have they
staple.
got any reruns on YouTube and stuff?
Yes, there's some full episodes uploaded on YouTube. Just so much fun, mate. Just really takes me back to getting ready for school, having my breakfast, getting my uniform. Just great days, man.
Yeah, it was
Happy
great days,
uniform.
man.
Yeah. What you got, Daz?
I have got. I've kind of got written down Keenan and Kel for me.
I've got
Oh,
that written
yes,
down.
I've got that
I've
as
got
well.
that written down. Keenan
I've
Kell
got
was
Keenan
fucking
and Kel as
great.
well.
Yeah, Keenan and Kel was fucking unbelievable, mate. You know,
It
Who
was.
loves orange soda?
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
It
it's
was so
classic,
good.
isn't it?
Yeah, it is classic, mate.
it's one of the
Those
best.
two were classic.
La 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 tuna fish. Gonna eat lots of tuna.
That's like when Nickelodeon was like dominating.
Nickelodeon in the 90s, mate, was untouchable.
Yeah, it was untouchable. It had everything on it.
Yeah, I went to the set of Keenan and Kel when I went to
Did ya?
yeah, when I went
Oh,
to wherever it was in 1999.
shit.
Yeah, it was wicked, mate. Got to have a walk around the set. It was fucking
Oh,
awesome.
That's well
mate.
sick.
That would have been
Yeah, yeah.
wicked, man.
Oh, here it goes.
Oh,
Yeah, a
oh,
bit of Coolio doing the old
that's
theme
it.
song.
Iconic
Unbelievable.
theme,
Yeah,
mate. That is
man.
iconic theme
Yeah.
tune, isn't it?
He went from doing the theme tune to Keenan and Kel to playing Eastbourne Pier show to passing away, sadly.
Yeah, rest in peace, Coolio.
Yeah.
Whatever in our hearts, mate.
Yes, mate. Right, my one. It started in the 80s, but it continued to 94. This was a staple after school nightmare.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Nightmare was a classic, mate.
Yeah.
I always
Virtual
wanted to
reality.
do Nightmare.
I always wanted to do it. You know
Same,
what I mean? It was. I was always fascinated. But I mean, we were what, probably 9 or 10 when we were first watching it, or probably watching it. It was the 1987 it started, ran to 1994. But the minute they put on these goggles, mate, it just turned into another world. And I was like, how do they do that? You know, when you're a kid, you're like, I can't. How are they doing it? How am I watching what they're doing? You know what I mean? Just
Technology,
walking.
mate, was like,
Yeah. You know what I mean?
whoa, this is the
Yeah.
future.
It still looks pretty good today. Like
Yeah.
I've been watching episodes of Nightmare, and there was only actually a couple of teams that ever completed it.
Yeah. There weren't many, mate, that
There
completed it.
wasn't many, like
Nah,
maybe two or three.
jumping on like the stones and then everything's falling down and you've got to sort of
Yeah.
direct them to the place. You'll be sitting there like, he's going to fall off. He's not
Yeah,
going to
but
make it.
it had those live action elements as well, didn't it? With the old
Yeah.
actors and stuff in the mazes and
Yeah,
whatever
yeah.
with the digitally crafted parts
That's
and
it.
stuff,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
it was well good.
But it was good, man. It was great to watch, man. Like I said,
Groundbreaking TV show, mate.
those times after school, mate, there was so, I mean, we'll probably dab into a few,
Oh, yeah,
but
for
that was
sure,
definitely
mate.
one of the highlights, man.
Yeah. One of my highlights was of the 90s was going up to my Uncle John's house because he had Sky TV really early, and watching The Simpsons on
Oh, well, of
Sky
course.
One.
If you didn't
Again,
mention The Simpsons,
oh
mate,
no,
I
mate,
mean, fuck me.
this is maybe my favorite ever, one of my
Hmm.
favorite ever shows. I've just been watching it again today. Like, I could just rinse these all day long. But the magic of like I had to go at my uncle's house because we didn't have Sky. And it being like, whoa, he's got Sky TV, man. Like watching The Simpsons on Sky One was like a portal to another world because it was
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
an
yeah.
American show, and it was like, holy shit, we're seeing like wrestling and stuff. But
Yeah,
I used to
that
go
mate, it
was
around
it
my,
though,
I
wasn't it?
used to,
That was
we used
it.
to
It
have to go
was
around
that.
my uncle's house to watch Superstars of Wrestling.
yeah,
'Cause it was on
WWF
Sky
Superstars,
One.
mate. Same,
Because
yeah,
it was on Sky One. We
yeah,
couldn't
Yeah,
watch it.
but that was it though, wasn't it? That was actually the thing. And it's
yeah.
only just the pennies only just dropped. We were kind of like isolated with our own, sh
4
not
channels,
shitty
mate.
because
Yeah, yeah,
British
yeah.
TV and comedy could kind of hold its own. But I mean, satellite telly like opened up
Opened
Oh
the
the
God,
world,
mate.
mate.
to
Opened it whole up,
all
Bro, we
mate.
the
had
good
4
shit.
channels.
Yeah,
That's all
4.
we
Yeah,
had. And
yeah.
Yeah.
then like one cool uncle, Geordie John, had
When
Sky,
did
and
you
it was
when
like,
did you get when did you get Sky in your house? We got it on my 10th birthday, so it was 1990 we got it. Because that's what I wanted for my
oh
birthday.
shit, we didn't get it till way later, mate.
1990 we got it because I wanted Sky. What
Oh
do you
no,
want for
hold
your
on.
birthday? I want Sky because I want to watch WWF.
I think it was a few years after death. I think it was about 92, 93.
Yeah,
Because I do remember talking to you in school about
WWF,
WWF
mate.
Superstars.
Those first few years, mate. Yeah,
Yeah, I think it was maybe mid 90s, but early
and
mid 90s. But
and having RTL. If you know, you know.
Rudy German
In
chatting.
it, if you know, you know. As soon as it turned midnight, it's
Oh
scrambled,
God.
and then the titties come out, mate.
Oh my God.
Fucking beautiful.
But yeah, man. The Simpsons, just an all
Oh,
time, one of my all time
brilliant.
favorites.
Well, one of my all-time favorite animated TV shows was Batman. Ran from 92 to
Yes.
95 with 85 episodes, and it has a overall viewing on IMDb overall rating of 9 out of 10.
Yeah,
That's
it's
because
great.
it's
That was great.
fucking brilliant.
Yeah, my favorite superhero, Batman. So I love everything
Yeah,
Batman.
best Batmobile
Yeah,
iteration
yeah, that
as well.
animated series was sick, man.
There was some cool animated series. Like the X-Men animated series was wicked as well.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
fucking yes,
That
it
was around
was,
the
mate.
same sort of time, wasn't it? Yeah,
Yep.
Yep. And
yeah,
Spider-Man wasn't too bad either.
No,
yeah,
no, mate. Great, fucking great days for animated cartoons,
Mm.
yeah.
weren't they?
Oh
Then,
God.
Yeah, the best times, man.
um, lads, I want to take you back. Summer holiday mornings, right? Your mum and dad have gone out to work or whatever. You've got the house to yourself. You've got your cartoon. Saved by the Bell comes on, mate.
Oh my
Oh
God.
my
On
God.
Channel 4. I think it was Channel 4, wasn't it? It
Yeah, it
used to
was
be
Channel 4.
about
Yeah, they used to have a few of them. Yeah.
great fucking just
When I
Channel.
wake up in the morning and I'm on
I
I
don't
don't
think
think
I'll ever
I'll
make it
make it
on
on
time.
time.
Mr. Belding, mate, legend.
What's the
Oh,
fit bird called again? What was she called? What was the
Kelly
what was
Kapowski,
That's it. Fucking hell, she was unbelievable.
Preppy.
Yeah, it's Screech.
Saved by the Bell, like when we got
Saving it.
older and you realised that, that Screech sex tape came out where he fucking dirty Sanchez some bird.
We don't know
Yeah.
about that, mate.
But we don't. That's
Screech is an innocent little wiry haired
Screech.
kid.
Yeah.
Like, what a program
oh,
Saved by the Bell was, man.
God, yeah.
That was unmissable, that show.
Yes.
Could not miss Saved by the Bell, mate. Didn't go out to play with my mates until Saved by the Bell had finished.
yeah, but then like Power Rangers started not so long after that, I don't think, did it?
I
Yeah, I
like
wasn't
Power
too fussed about
Rangers.
Power Rangers,
Oh,
mate.
weren't you?
Oh, fair
Oh,
enough.
I got figures and everything for Power Rangers at the time. I was well invested in that.
Oh yeah,
Don't know
massive.
why.
You gotta get gotta get yourself some figures, mate.
Yeah, I had all the figures. Yeah. Fuck me.
Bradley's got all the Power Rangers figures home still. He was obsessed with that when he was a little
Like
kid.
Yeah,
Ken
I was,
Golding's gonna
mate.
knock on your door, fella.
I was. Oh my God, yeah. You can come to Luton. Fly to Luton, Ken. I'll get you a discount.
Okay, so I've gone with something that's absolutely incredible, mate. The X-Files.
Oh,
What show,
I
mate?
never watched. You know what? I never watched it at the time. I know there
No,
was. Well,
no
I know there was
way.
the hype about it. I probably watched episodes now and again, but I never really invested
Mm.
each week when it was on every episode. But
Yeah,
I
I
knew
didn't.
about it.
Yeah,
I knew it was huge. I knew it was Mulder and Scully, blah blah blah.
I
But
don't even think they aired in like chronological order. Like because it would be that would come on after
it was late, wasn't it?
WCW Nitro, mate.
It was on late, wasn't it?
Yeah,
It
it
Yeah,
would
it
was
was
late.
late,
come
mate.
on after
Yeah,
WCW Nitro, like late on a Saturday night or something,
yeah, about
like
10
nine
o'clock.
o'clock,
Yeah,
nine-ish.
I think it was later than that. I think.
Yeah, I can't believe my parents let me stay up that late. Don't know what they were thinking.
That was another one again, mate. You needed Sky TV originally, didn't you, to watch it?
Yeah.
And then
That's
it, and
it.
then it hit terrestrial.
That's it.
Oh,
Oh,
great show,
what a
mate.
time.
Great
Right,
show.
we're staying at the weekend. Saturday night, Gladiators.
Oh, I've got that as well,
Oh,
Death.
Come on,
Come
mate.
on.
Gladiators, mate. That was prime time Saturday night.
It was.
It was about
You'd,
7 o'clock. Was it
you'd
about
had your
7?
dinner. Yep.
You had your
Yeah, it
dinner.
was,
You
mate.
had
Yep.
time to do whatever and then sit down and watch
Get some
Gladiators.
of your homework done if you did your own work.
Yeah.
Have your dinner.
And sit and watch
Gladiators, mate.
what was
God,
dinner,
what a
though?
show.
Bernard Matthews turkey drummers, mate. That used to be a
potato,
favourite.
potato waffles,
Not yet.
fried egg, Binder's crispy
Oh,
pancakes.
I
little
fucking
smattering of
hated
beans, mate.
Finders.
Yeah, alphabets, the alphabet potato things. They're
Yeah.
fucking love. Used to
Bang
spell
it.
me name.
Alpha
Yeah, mate.
bites, mate, were banging, weren't they?
That's it. Alpha bites, alpha
Yeah,
beats.
yeah.
Fucking
Because you
alpha.
could write swear words on your plate with
Yeah.
them. Like, you
Cock.
ain't getting that anywhere else, are you? What a show
Yeah, man.
Gladiators was, mate.
Gladiators was fucking great. Lightning. Oh god, she was amazing. She was the blondie, wasn't it? Oh god, she
Jet,
was
mate.
amazing.
Jet was the
Jet
one.
was the one. Panther. I used to work with her. She's a bitch. So don't fucking support Panther, mate.
Is he
No.
really?
Yeah, I worked. Yeah, when I worked at a gym.
Oh my God, mate.
Fucking years ago, I was doing gym membership sales. Oh god, mate, she wanted to kill me. She was not a nice person
Why does she want to kill you, Dan?
because she was deluded.
What?
She was
We're going
deluded.
in, we've got enough
She
to go
didn't.
into this now.
She didn't. Well, no, just in case she's listening.
Oh, right. Okay,
But
yeah.
no, she was. Yeah, she was not right in the head. She must have had too many of those.
She whacked her with
fucking-
one of them big sticks there.
This bit, yeah. Shadow must have fucking whacked her with one of those sticks, man. Because yeah, she weren't all there, man.
Mad.
Okay.
Wolf
She
was the
didn't
boy,
like-
wasn't he?
Yeah, Wolf was the man.
Wolf was the bad boy, yeah. And yeah, Ulrika Johnson when it was the host John Fashion. John Fashion.
John
was
Fashion.
Yeah,
Awooga.
God.
That's what we did the other night.
Yeah.
We did that.
John Fashion
Awooga.
gives you the wooga, mate. You
That's
knew
it.
you were doing
oh,
well.
oh, it was great, mate. Yeah, Gladiators was great Saturday night
Ah.
telly, man.
You will go on my first whistle, man.
Yeah,
He passed away
Best.
recently, didn't he?
yeah, he did.
mate.
Yeah,
He
he
did.
did.
God rest his soul.
I want to take you back, boys, to another summer holiday favourite. After school favourite. The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Oh, I've got that. Yeah, it has to be,
Oh.
mate.
Had to be in there.
Brilliant.
That was an after school, wasn't it?
It
Kind
was after
of-
school.
6 o'clock-ish?
Yeah, it used to be a double bill, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Channel 4?
Yeah, Channel 4.
Fresh Prince is.
Yeah.
You can still
Still,
just
I
watch
still watch
those
them now.
now. Yeah.
They're on Sky Comedy, and if they're on, it's like,
Yeah,
oh, I'm going to
I'll
watch it.
that.
Oh, it's great, mate. Yeah.
It's still
That's Will,
fucking brilliant, isn't it?
Will Smith, mate, was fucking genius levels, mate, of comedy then.
Unbelievable show, mate.
Bit of keeping up appearances.
no,
Mrs. Bouquet, Mrs. Bouquet, lady of the house speaking. Oh,
Oh
mate,
my
I
God,
used to fucking
genius.
love that. Love that.
What
Oh,
a fucking
God.
great show.
Is that your pick?
Yeah.
Oh, good
Oh,
man.
quality,
I
mate.
fucking love
Yeah.
that. Richard, didn't it? Richard,
Oh, yeah,
Richard.
yeah,
We used to get bullied to shit, man, didn't they? Oh, mate. What was the song called? What was their kid
Well,
called?
it
You
was-
never saw the kid.
What was the slobby guy? Alonso or something?
Yeah, they had the brother. They
Fucking
had the
Alonso,
brother.
mate.
They had the
With his
brother, didn't
vest,
they?
yeah.
Onslow.
Onslow, that's it, Onslow.
Alonso, Fernando Alonso.
Tabby Alonso. In his face.
In his bed. She always wanted to shag him, innit? The
Oh.
missus, innit? All she wanted was sex when she was a
the
dirty
daughter?
bitch. The sister, was it Rose?
Sister,
No.
Rose, yeah, it was. It was. She lived
Rose.
with them, didn't she?
Yeah.
Oh, what
Rose
a
was
show,
a
mate.
dirty bitch.
There's nothing wrong with wanting to get some hog, man.
Oh, mate,
God.
keeping
No.
up appearances was fucking jokes.
So
man.
good.
Oh, that's a great
Still
shout,
on
mate.
gold all the time.
Yeah,
now,
I
mate.
still have some of that. Yeah. Oh, great. That's a great one, mate.
Uh,
This was one we mentioned at the weekend when we were out. This was another after school favourite. Channel 4 Games Master.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
This is where we used to get all our cheat codes. And like we said, praying for the game that we had.
Yep.
So you would learn how to get out of a certain level, how to complete it, how you would get extra guns, blah, blah, blah. Games Master was sick, man.
Oh, it was
92
so good.
to 98. 92 to, I thought it was literally like a few years. It was 6 years it lasted.
Oh, Dominic Diamond,
well,
wasn't it?
people needed their
Yeah.
cheat codes, mate.
Oh, it was great, mate. Games Master was fucking
You
awesome.
couldn't just
Ah.
log it in. The kids will never know that the
Back
pain
then,
of
it
not
it
being
was
able to
pain.
like find anything.
You-
Like you'd have Mortal Kombat and you'd be like, I don't know any. The whole reason why you're playing Mortal Kombat is fucking kick someone's head off their shoulders, man.
Yeah,
And you didn't know
of
how to do
course.
it.
You
Didn't
didn't
know
have
how
to
to
do
do
it.
it. You had to
Didn't have to
figure it out
finish.
on
Yeah.
your own. So you'd have to finish them about a million
And it
times.
was these people who would be like, okay, we know how to smash someone's head off.
Yeah,
It's
and then you'd
triangle,
write it down on
triangle,
a bit of
left
paper.
trigger, right trigger. Yeah, and you'd be there writing it, thinking,
Yeah.
right, I've got to try and do it.
And then you'd run
Triangle
home and try
R2
it.
down, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, okay,
exactly.
yeah.
And that was it.
Quality,
That was
mate.
life.
Great program. Man.
Unless you were lucky enough to get one of those
You used to get
magazines which had the cheat book in it that happened to then have the game you wanted to cheat for.
That's
That was
it.
never a guarantee.
There was like a cartridge thing as well, wasn't there? Used to in certain consoles you would have.
Yes, mate.
You'd
Cheat cartridge.
That's it. Yeah,
Yeah.
you'd put it in and it would load up. Yeah, I think I had a couple of them. I think at some point. Yeah. Oh, great days, mate. Cheating at games, can't beat it.
In the same kind of similar fashion, in a show I always wanted to go on, mate, The Crystal Maze.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
mate. Of course.
Another. That was a kind of early evening, dinner time.
Was it Sundays? Was it? I've got
I think
a
it was
feeling
week.
it was,
Sure, it's weekdays,
was it a
mate.
weekday. I thought it was
Yeah.
on like a Sunday or something. I don't know. Mm.
Maybe, but they used to have repeats back in the day. Do you remember?
Yes, they did. So maybe it was repeated on a Sunday. Yeah, very. Yeah. Yeah, Crystal Maze was
Get out! Get out! Get out! Ah, he's got
Yeah,
2 seconds left. Oh no, the
he
door's
was
locked.
he was a
Ah.
great he was a great host.
Yeah.
I always used to feel
Tudor
sorry.
did that as well, didn't he?
I always used
Yeah.
to feel sorry for the people who used to get locked in. So I think, God, all that, you know how big the game is, and after the first game, you're fucking stuck in a room.
But in my head, mate, I was like, oh god, they're stuck in the jungle. Shit. And it wasn't just a studio in Boreham Wood.
Like
It was like,
Egypt,
oh
yeah,
no,
they're in
he's stuck
Egypt,
in
yeah.
Egypt.
Oh my God, they're with the pharaohs. Oh shit. How's he gonna get home?
Oh god.
Oh,
could
We
do
should,
that,
we should do it. We should do it. Yeah, we can get
Should do, mate.
get a team of
We've
bods together
always
for
said
sure.
we've had this convo, innit? We got to do it, man. We
Yeah,
got
we will. We'll
Yeah.
do it, mate.
What you got, Jim? There's a whole
What?
bunch on this list here I've got. So
All right, well, let's do. I know this is one with all three of us have got Funhouse
yes,
because it's right behind Deffer's head, right there. It was a whole lot of fun. There were prizes to be won.
Oh,
Yeah.
You had to use your body and your brain if you wanted to play the game.
that's it.
Mate, how much did you want to be on Funhouse?
I
Seriously,
just wanted to do the go kart so bad.
so
I thought you were
bad,
gonna,
mate.
I thought you were going to say something else.
No,
I
Dan.
thought you were going to say
Daniel,
do
your
so-
mind's in the sewers.
Yeah,
We're
you
talking
have been-
show
you
a
have
wholesome
been-
child
you need to-
fun.
Yeah,
I know.
and you're out of control, Death.
He
I
is
know.
out of
Just
control,
think what
mate.
I was like 30 years ago, mate.
I
Woo!
can't
Mate,
believe
how
it.
much
I'm
did you want to
surprised
climb
you're
one
not
of
in
them
prison.
nets and fucking get a
Yeah,
Sony
I
Walkman?
wanted
Like-
to go in those, mate. Those go karts at the end. We was chatting about this just off air. Those go karts. I wanted to
Oh.
fucking have them so badly, man.
Yeah. What a show.
Oh, it was a
Pat
great
Sharp
show.
with the
Sharp's
finest mullet, mate.
Yeah,
of the 90s.
The finest. It's like
Yeah, blew
One
my
of the
brain
best.
when I read the other day that the twins were in Batman, the 1989 Michael Keaton Batman.
I've
That's
got
mental,
that's
isn't it?
one of my favorite films, and like, yeah, I never knew that, so I'm gonna have to
there
try and
must be the
find it.
Joker. Is that the Joker?
I said that it's got to be one of the
It's one of the
Jokers.
Joker's scenes,
Or
isn't it? He's got the
yeah.
girls in here, the two girls I think that are on his shoulder, on his arm, in it, in the art gallery, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, before
maybe.
they play Prince, before he whacks out
Or
Prince
maybe,
on the
or
tape
maybe
player.
that. Yeah,
I don't know. I
maybe.
don't know.
Something like that.
I'm
But,
gonna have to watch
But
that.
Funhouse was the show I wanted to be on the most, mate. I
Yeah,
really wanted to.
100%.
A few schoolmates get on there
Oh.
would have been like a dream, wouldn't it?
yeah,
Yeah, man.
it would have been the best time. They need to bring it back really for adults,
Yeah, they
so we
should
can
be,
get
man.
involved.
I
Like,
Yeah,
would
yeah.
be all over doing an adult fun house.
God
Imagine that.
almighty. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They've got to do it. Surely they got all the adult. They got Crystal Maze stuff. Like that. Surely that someone could do an adult fun house.
Let's see if we can buy the rights.
Oh my god, Mosh House.
What else you got, Def? You got a few? You got any more?
I've got an
TV?
animated series that
Ooh.
I don't know. You might have heard of it. I was well into this, and it was only when I was researching I was like, "Oh my god, I used to watch this." Street Sharks.
I love Street
Oh,
Sharks.
God,
so
Do you remember
bad,
Street
bro.
Sharks?
Mate, Street
Yeah,
Sharks
boy.
was big.
Mate,
I had the fucking
I had
figures.
figures. I had the figures.
Oh,
Yeah,
do you know what?
90.
I always look for the figures, mate, on eBay because I'm thinking, fucking, I might get
They're
one
tough to
earning it.
get in it.
They're tough to get now.
See, Golden
Oh,
would be rubbing his hand.
yeah.
He'll be like, Daz, come on, get them, mate.
Yeah, they need to be in boxes, and they
Yes.
weren't ever staying in the boxes back then, bro.
No,
Nah,
no,
nah,
I
nah,
never
nah.
kept anything in boxes, man. I
No,
was
no, no,
fucking
it's coming
useless.
out, baby.
But
What good
yeah,
is it if you couldn't play with it, man? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
exactly, yeah. Oh, yeah, but Street Sharks, man, was
Oh,
just
God.
they just look
So
cool,
sick.
innit?
Yeah, they were the
Sharks with
best.
fucking guns. They were just like,
Yeah.
oh,
I
mate.
mean, like someone took the Ninja Turtles and was like, oh, fucking sharks, mate. Like the most metal
Exactly,
thing
mate.
ever, like, right, sharks.
And they're gonna be on the street as well. They ain't hiding.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
No,
Oh,
they're on the
great,
street. Yeah, they're not hiding.
fucking
They're
great
fucking
program that was.
ghetto sharks.
The Ghetto Sharks, mate.
Fucking yes, mate. It's fucking you up.
The best.
Oh, man, so good. I've got one more real quick that I
Go on,
want to
man.
mention. Brass Eye.
Oh,
One of the fun.
blimey. Yeah.
Brass Eye, mate. I still
Yeah.
watch some of those episodes. They're fucking amazing. I don't understand how they managed to dupe such high list A-list celebrities into, um, you know, the drugs one where they're all kind of campaigning like, don't do cake, and they're just holding this massive like pill that's like the size of a fucking,
Yeah,
it's
mate.
like massive. They're just like, if you're offered this, and they actually fucking think it's real. It's God, it's insane. So funny.
My friend Natalie's
Oh,
in the drugs one. It was that.
oh my
It was
God.
done at her school. It's really fucking
Oh,
funny,
Oh,
mate.
is it? Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
shit.
yeah. Um,
oh,
yeah,
God,
great show
honestly,
that, mate.
brilliant.
Um, I had the Big Breakfast was a show I used to watch every morning before school. This show I had to watch this on Fridays before I went out in the later 90s. TFI Friday with Chris Evans.
Oh, mate. Yes.
Friday evening, 6 o'clock. It was like chaos. They had like guest stars, like movie stars and musicians and fucking sporting
And,
celebrities.
and it was always the band at the end, wasn't it?
The best, but mate, they had Napalm Death on there.
They have
They
a
had
fucking.
Faith No More on there.
Yeah.
Slipknot were on it.
Yeah.
Metallica. He used to have fucking sick bands on there. Chris Evans, like that was one of the most fun shows.
It was a great show. That was
You
a
have the
great
live
start
audience
to the
in there,
week.
wouldn't you?
It was a great start to the weekend show.
Yeah, I'd be watching that, mate, as I was getting ready to go out
Yeah, yeah. It
on a
was
Friday
perfect for
evening
that. It was
with my
perfect for
mates.
that. It was a
Because
couple of hours, wasn't it? It was on like 6 to 8 or something, wasn't it?
yeah. The best,
Yeah.
mate. The absolute best. You got any more TV shows, Steph? I've got just a couple of comedies I want to bang through.
Yeah, well, yeah. Bottom.
Bottom.
It's one. I mean, bottom.
There you go,
Fuck
Def.
me.
Bottom.
I mean, that
Rick
was
Mail,
us.
Aid
That's
Edmondson,
what. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Jesus Christ.
the best.
The best.
I'll watch that. Me and James from Hell Ripper were talking about Bottom in Brighton the other day. Just like you can watch
He
it.
loves it. He's
Yeah,
fucking
it's his
all
favourite,
well.
mate.
Yeah. Bottom is
Yeah.
just so funny, man.
Based my whole personality on Rick Mail, mate, back in the day. So, Harry Enfield and Chums, mate. Remember that?
Oh
Oh my
God, mate.
God.
Mate, that was brilliant. That was
It's
fucking brilliant.
Harry Enfield and Chums was one of the best, some of the best comedy characters ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it's so big that the what's his name? Angry Frank or whatever, was on the old Hula Hoops advert, weren't he?
Yeah.
Oi,
Yeah. No.
no,
No. Yes, yeah. And who was the
Calm
fucking
down, Frank.
who was the Newcastle footballer one?
Oh, Julio Giorgio.
That's it. It's fucking genius. Mate, fucking genius.
So just spanked it top bills, like.
Mate, it's just genius, isn't it? It's just so
Julio.
simple.
Sure.
And it fucking works.
Fucking brilliant. Harry Enfield and Paul Whitehouse, mate. Just fucking pure genius.
Fast show.
Gangsters.
Fast show was another great
Fast,
show.
yeah, fast show.
Fast,
Comedy in the 90s, man, was the best.
yeah.
Yeah,
It
the
was,
fast show
mate.
was brilliant.
Fast
Father
shows.
Ted, mate.
Oh,
One
come on, mate.
of my.
That's up. That's up. Father Ted is up there, mate.
I heard you're a bit racist now, father.
You're a racist now, Father. Oh, mate,
Oh.
that scene is fucking brilliant.
That Christmas special episode as well is
Oh,
probably one of the
yeah.
best fucking episodes I've ever seen in my
When they
life.
get stuck in the lingerie
Oh
section, mate.
God, mate, don't. Every time I watch that, I message you in it. So
Yeah.
I'm literally on the floor. I can't breathe.
It's the best, mate. And one of my favourite shows from the 90s, Shooting Stars. Do you remember that?
Oh, God,
Bob Mortimer
mate.
and Vic Reeves.
Yeah.
They're like the panel show.
Yeah.
He's a baby. He's a
He's a
baby.
baby.
Dear,
Oh.
dear. Oh, mate.
Shooting Stars was fucking genius, man.
Absolutely mental TV show. It still kills me now, mate. Whenever I see an episode on,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
there's some episodes on YouTube. It's just fucking brilliant. Um, right, let's nip into films then, lads. So let's bang through some of my favourite films in the 90s. Wayne's World 1 and 2, first
Oh,
up. First up for
easy.
me. We're not worthy. Again, another, just two of the best films ever made. I've got Wayne's World hat tattooed, mate, on my arm. Like, just two of the best films ever made for me. Wayne
Yeah,
and
I
Garth
agree,
are
mate.
legendary characters.
Yeah, I agree, mate.
Are we round tabling it? Are we
Yeah, just
running
go.
off?
Just
Yeah.
shout
Just
them
go
out.
around,
Shout
mate.
them
Yeah,
out.
shout 'em out, mate.
First one for me, mate. Shawshank Redemption.
Oh,
Oh yeah,
great film.
One of the greatest films of all time.
yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
it is
Yeah,
a great film.
End.
that's it. That's all you need to know, isn't it? That's all. That's all there is. Well, we will do a favorite films episode at some
Oh
point, so
God, yeah.
we won't like go on too much about these.
I'll kick off Ace Ventura and When Nature Calls. That double bill. Come on, man.
Alrighty then.
Pet Detective was great. I actually think I prefer When Nature Calls. I think it's got funnier moments in it. I mean, the bit when he's climbing out the rhino.
Oh, the
I mean,
Rhino's iconic.
Rhino's icon. There's so many good Chicago. You're out of here. When Nature Calls, mate, is just fucking yeah. Jim Carrey in the 90s, man. Any 90s Jim Carrey movie
Yeah,
was fucking brilliant.
he
But
was
those,
unstoppable then, wasn't
yeah, those Ace Ventura films, mate. 94 and then 95, yeah, mate.
he?
Brilliant.
Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey, of course, from
Oh, it had to
from
be.
1991. Yeah, Bill and Ted's excellent, and Bogus Journey are my two favorite films ever. So
Yeah.
like, I watched that film 100 million times, mate. Back in the school days, like summer holidays, I just rinse those films. They're just the best ever, man. My favorite.
69.
69, dude. Bogus Journey is so fucking dark compared to the first one.
Oh, mate,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Incredible soundtrack with like Faith No More, Megadeth, and Primus and shit on there. But yeah, just a iconic film, that mate.
I've gone with 7.
Oh,
That's straight into my list.
7 is a very good film. Very
Yeah, I
good.
love 7. What's in the box? The way it just ends, the ending's amazing. One of the best
Yeah.
endings of all time.
Yeah, it's like
You know, and you're just like, don't fucking do it. Like, I mean, goddamn, like,
the film
seriously.
stopped and you were like, what? Like the first time you saw it, you were like, because you were used to happy endings, aren't you, in films? Like,
Yeah.
and you're like, what?
Oh, God, the twist is
Fuck.
just so good, though, as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it
Like,
throws you through a loop, mate, doesn't it?
oh,
Like,
Yeah.
my God. Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
great
God, what a great
fucking,
film, mate.
Oh.
great story.
God, I gotta get out of this depressive state, man. I'm gonna build it up with some fucking happiness. Batman Returns. One of my favorite superhero films, man.
Batman Returns.
Batman
Is
Returns.
the happiness.
Yes,
Fucking hell,
mate, it is
when
because
Danny
it's
DeVito's
Batman.
biting someone's fucking nose off.
Yes, but at least it ends happy, doesn't it?
Nasty little guy.
No, I mean
I
the
can't remember.
Catwoman comes into it. Michelle Pfeiffer, she's great in that.
Yeah.
DeVito's great as Penguin.
I don't know whether it ends too well, mate. I think that bloke gets electrocuted and everything, doesn't he?
Yeah, that's all right.
It's a bit fucked up.
Yeah,
that's
it's
all right.
mate. It's all right.
Fucking hell, I ain't seen that film for I actually just bought
Well,
them
good.
recently, those
Mate,
first
good.
original, because you
Oh.
can't stream them anywhere. So I
Nah,
was
you
like,
can't,
fuck, I'll
mate.
just buy them.
They are brilliant until you get
Yeah.
to Batman and Robin,
Yeah.
which I know it's got my
What's
favorite.
Batman Forever.
I love Batman
You-
Forever.
okay.
Batman Forever's fucking great.
Is that the one where the Batmobile
Harvey
just
Two-Face.
goes up the wall?
Yeah,
Oh,
and
okay.
the one with Two-Face and Riddler in it.
I mean, it's got charm to it. That film, I think.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
I think
fucking ridiculous.
it is way OTT compared to
Oh
the
my
first. It's different
God,
director
dude.
in it. It's not Burton, isn't it?
Oh,
It's more comic book.
Yeah, real yeah.
Comic book
Yeah.
Batman Forever. You know what I mean? Val
Yeah.
Kilmer didn't have the Michael Keaton essence.
no.
But I
It
still
wasn't as
think it's a
dark.
good film. No, it wasn't
Yeah.
as dark. Yeah, Jim Carrey was
Yeah, it was
just a psychopath in it.
dominating everything, wasn't he?
Yeah. So, but yeah, man, those Batmans, mate. Yeah, all about Batman and Robin. Fuck that, mate. Even with Arnold in it, awful.
Yeah, that was pretty shit.
A
It
film
was.
that weren't pretty shit. Def, we were speaking about this the other day. It's a fucking stately home. Lock, stock, and
Oh,
two
What the
smoking
fuck
barrels,
do we
mate.
know?
What the fuck do we know about antiques, mate?
We rob cars, rob post offices.
The fuck do we know about antiques? Oh, mate, lock, stock. Me and my mate Steve Dyer went to see this film about 15 times in the cinema when it came out.
Fucking great film.
So it's one of the best ever, man.
a film that I went to see 15 times, mate. Space Jam.
I watched that
Ooh.
last night, mate.
Oh, brilliant. Beautiful.
There you go.
What a great, great film.
It's so funny watching it back now because, like, Michael Jordan cannot act to save his life, can he? But
Yeah, he's fucking
it's
terrible. He's horrible in
he's
it, isn't
so
he?
bad, isn't he? Like when he first enters like Looney Tunes world, he's just like as if it's an everyday thing. Like there's no surprise or shock on his face. Like, oh, you Bugs Bunny? It's but
Oh my God.
the star of the shows are the Looney Tunes, aren't they?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
And Bill
Murray.
Murray,
Bill
yeah.
Murray.
Bill Murray,
Yeah,
he's the
Murray's
coach.
great.
He's the
Yeah.
coach, isn't he?
yeah, and he gets sucked
Yeah.
down into the hole.
That's it.
Yeah,
Quality, mate.
yeah. Beautiful film.
A real surprise one for me. This is always one of those films. If it's on, I will drop everything and watch it. I don't tell everyone that I sort of like this film. It's sort of like quite a bit of a secret, you know what I mean? It's sort of like, you know, if people are talking about it and they say, oh, yeah, it's a really good film, then that's where I'll come in and be like, yeah, it is a really fucking good film, isn't it? Jerry Maguire,
Well, okay, mate.
Tom Cruise. Mate, I don't know what it is, but I just really dig this film. I don't know if it's the love story in it, you know, him being this, in charge of all these American football players, but then he only has one. It's just the way the film flows and the end result of it. It's just one of these films that I can just
Oh,
put
mate.
on. I just put on, and
I
I just
haven't
think,
seen this for about
oh, I love it.
25 years.
Show me the money. It's fucking great.
Fucking
I
hell.
love it. I just.
I'm
It's one
gonna,
of those
I'm gonna
films, mate.
rewatch that, mate. I haven't seen that for years and years and years,
Every
man.
time I watch it, I just think it's a guilty pleasure film, 100% for me.
Not a guilty pleasure film for me, mate. The Price is Wrong, bitch. Happy Gilmore, man.
Oh, mate.
Adam Sandler. The bit, one of my favorite film bits ever. You know at the start where he's fucking driving them balls because the removals men are
Yeah.
like, can you do it again? And he hits that bloke on the head, and Adam Sandler goes, "Well, you shouldn't have been standing there." Like that's like it's outside his own house. And he
Is
fucking
that when he falls out of the
Oh,
fucking balcony?
yes, he falls out the
That's
window.
it. Mate, Happy
Oh,
Gilmore is one of the best, mate. It's
best ever.
fucking...
Where he starts beating his caddy up, and he's like,
Oh,
"Oh, where
mate.
were you on that one, dipshit?" But he's fucking
Sander just dominated it then as well.
yeah, he did,
He was
mate.
fucking in everything.
You eat
Mm.
pieces of shit for breakfast?
Um, I'll just whack through a couple here.
Yeah, go on, mate.
I got White Men Can't Jump,
Oh yes, I've got that as
Classic.
well, Daz.
Billy
Con Air.
Boyle. Oh, Con Air's great.
Billy Hall.
Dogma.
Dogma. We fucking talked about this, didn't we?
Yeah,
Dogma,
Yeah.
mate, is
Joe
fucking
and Silent Bob, mate, and
sick.
those films were brilliant. The Kevin Smith
Yeah.
films in the 90s.
yeah. And then the last one I've put in is obviously Blade.
Ah, come on, mate. I've got
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
yeah. Blade. I
Beautiful
saw that in
film.
cinema. I saw
Yeah.
that in the cinema. That was fucking incredible. to
Iconic
see
that scene in it, the old nightclub with the blood and that.
Oh
it was
yeah, it's
it was
harrowing, mate,
amazing.
when you were a kid,
Yeah,
innit?
Yeah.
yeah, fucking brilliant. Talking of Sandler, Airheads,
Oh yes,
still one of my
Steph.
still one of my favorite comedies. The Lone Rangers,
Fucking brilliant. That
Brendan
film.
Fraser, Sandler, Steve Buscemi.
Yeah.
Oh, mate, iconic, man.
For little metalheads as well, growing up, wasn't it? That was like,
It was
they're
great
my
because it was
dudes.
it was it was great, mate.
I got two brilliant comedies here for you lads. Cool Runnings.
Yeah,
Come
brilliant.
on, mate. Come on.
Cool
It's okay,
Runnings
you're
was yeah. You dead, man? Yeah, man. Cool Runnings was fucking absolutely brilliant. And then back to Rick Mail again, because Drop Dead Fred.
Yeah, Snot Face.
It's
Yeah.
not face, yeah.
Drop Dead Fred was fucking. I must have watched that hundreds of times
100
back in the
times,
day.
mate.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, where he gets his head stuck in the fridge, mate, and
Oh
he pulls it
god,
out, and it's like,
that's iconic. That is the iconic fucking
I
scene.
still cry laughing at that.
Mate, it's the
I'll
best.
still cry laughing at that
Yeah,
today.
yeah, fucking brilliant.
You got any more, Def?
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Oh,
Oh,
That's a
Mrs.
classic.
Doubtfire.
Yeah,
Oh,
classic.
hello,
I've
Mrs.
got
Doubtfire.
to mention a James Bond, GoldenEye,
oh
the first of
yes,
Pierce Brosnan. Great
beautiful,
film,
great film,
great
great game.
game. Yeah. Uh, Godfather Part Three. I've got to mention that 1990, the end of one of probably the greatest trilogy for me. And I'll probably finish on my man Arnold, Total Recall.
Oh
Oh,
God, yeah.
sick,
Total
mate.
Recall is a fucking
Get
sick
your
film.
ass to Mars.
Yeah, great film.
Well,
2 weeks.
I'll finish up with these two then. Pulp Fiction is a film I watched a
Oh, one of my
hundred
faves.
times as
Yeah.
well in the 90s, mate. Hey, what you shoved Marvin in the face. Great, great film. And then a bit of a cult classic. You might not have heard. It's called The Castle. It's an Australian comedy.
You said, yeah.
If you've never seen The Castle, mate, please do me a favor if you listen to this podcast. Dig out The Castle Australian comedy film. It is one of the funniest, best films, most heartwarming films you'll ever see in your whole life. It's honestly an incredible, incredible film.
Yeah, I watched it when you recommended it to me. Yeah,
Oh,
it's
mate,
fucking funny.
it's brilliant. Let's just finish up with some games then, lads. Because me, in the summer holidays, we used to do this thing. We used to pile around my mate Shane's house because he had every console you could ever think of. And we used to make our own games masters. So we used to draw up a league table and then we'd all play each other
It's a
in
good
these
idea.
different
Yeah.
games. Super Bomberman. Did you ever play that?
Yeah, Super Bomberman's classic.
Um, Worms,
Yeah, Worms, loved Worms.
Lemmings.
Yes.
We had all these games where you had like little teams and you
Yeah, yeah,
would play
yeah.
against each other with the fucking best, mate. The original Mario Kart,
Mario
Oh,
Kart was classic.
that would be on our games master list. Of course, Street Fighter 2 and Mortal Kombat were on there.
Yeah,
yeah, gotta be,
You had to have some fighting games in there, didn't you?
gotta be.
yeah.
Were you a Street Fighter person or a Mortal Kombat person?
Street Fighter.
Street Fighter.
Yeah, I was too.
I had the Street Fighter 2 Super Nintendo. So it was the
Oh,
box and
yeah,
it
so
come with the
did I,
game.
mate.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes, so did
It come
I.
with the game. So yeah, it was Street Fighter 2 all the way, man. I think we had the arcade stick as well. Cost
Oh,
a
shit.
fucking arm and a leg, man. Yeah, back then, yeah.
Mortal Kombat
Yeah.
was so violent though compared to Street Fighter 2 when it was
Yeah,
like, holy
yeah.
shit, you can rip someone's head off, mate. There's
Yeah.
blood and everything.
Yeah.
And then Streets of Rage to
Streets of
finish up
Rage
my
Oh,
games.
Streets
was
of Rage was wicked, mate.
It was
Yeah.
because the two characters called Jimmy and Billy Lee,
Yeah.
and I mean my brother's called Billy.
You and your
with
brother.
Jimmy
Yeah,
D.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
What, Streets of Rage?
Yeah,
Fucking hell, I didn't know that.
yeah, Jimmy and Billy Lee,
Yeah.
classics, mate. So yeah, they're my games, lads.
Well,
Nice.
I haven't done my games because I didn't realise we were doing a fucking games
Well,
master.
we'll have all the
Oh,
same.
we've
Anyway.
only been talking about this for
I'll,
about 6 months, Darren.
Yeah, probably. You
I'll
know
throw
me.
a few. I'll throw a few in. Doom, the original Doom. We must have all
Oh
played that.
fuck yes, mate. Yeah,
Doom
yeah. Of
was
course we did.
fucking
Of course we did,
classic.
bruv.
Doom was a classic, man. Sonic the Hedgehog. That's when it sort of took over. But my cousins used to have like the Mega Drive, the
Mega
Sega
Drive.
sort of.
Yeah.
So we
Same,
used to
mate.
play it on there. The GoldenEye game
Oh,
on the
N64.
N64. That was fucking sick. Oh my god, that was so good. Crash Bandicoot.
Oh,
We used to play a
yes.
Crash Bandicoot.
Great. Used to love a platform game then, mate. I haven't got the
Lo-
patience for it now, but I used
No,
to love a
I
platform
haven't.
game back then.
Platform
you-
games were massive, weren't
Do
they?
you ever play
Yeah, they-
Super Metroid?
Yes.
No.
Super Metroid was fucking class, mate. Back in the day. Lemmings, that used to fucking
Lemmings
Lemmings,
was
man. I used to
brilliant,
be
mate.
all over that, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
same.
Oh. Earthworm Jim.
Oh,
I
I
used to
love
play
yes,
that.
Jim.
mate.
Earthworm
Earthworm
Jim,
Jim
mate.
We
was
should
the
have had that in our
greatest.
cartoons as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, mate.
Earthworm
Great.
Jim.
And I
Rocket
used to
through
love
the
I used to love my driving simulator games. The first
Yeah.
Gran Turismo. I loved Gran Turismo, man. I think we had a PlayStation.
Gran Turismo really
That's
wound
right.
me up because there's never any like real damage. I was like, it's meant to be a
No,
driving
yeah.
simulator, but doesn't simulate a crash. It just
Yeah.
seemed absolutely fucking mental to me.
Oh, I loved it.
Play Streets of play Crazy Taxi instead. That's some
Crazy Taxi
Crazy
was
Taxi,
great.
mate.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
That was
Final
Saturn,
Fantasy
wasn't it? Was that
7.
Sega Saturn? Crazy Saturn. Was that Sega Saturn?
Uh,
Oh, what did I have? I had it
it
on
was
PlayStation.
yeah,
Yeah, it
and
was
it
on.
was on Dreamcast as well, I think.
That's it, Dreamcast. Sorry, that was it. Dreamcast. Yeah, that's it.
Um,
Oh, mate, these games, mate.
Mate, did you
The-
either of you two play Final Fantasy 7?
No.
I'd kind of checked out of gaming by. I never got into those master. My sort of games, Daz, is just these simple, like
Yeah.
just blowing things up, like worms and stuff like that. That
In
was
this,
Oh,
it,
fair
my,
yeah.
enough.
yeah.
Yeah.
Duke Nukem 3D.
Oh,
I
Oh,
used to
genius.
like
Duke
Duke
Nukem.
Nukem was a classic. Wolfenstein. That was another good shoot 'em up.
Yeah.
That was the Nazi one, wasn't it? Sort of set around that
Yeah.
sort of time.
Yes, it was,
Wolfenstein
mate.
was really good. Castlevania.
Oh,
There was a
yes.
few other variants after, but yeah, Castlevania was a classic.
Golden Axe, mate. But that was more 80s,
Oh,
wasn't it? I had
Yeah, there was, but then they
on
sort
Mega
of
Drive.
released different
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, oh mate,
Need for Speed 2. It's
oh,
like all
yeah,
PS1, like for me, really, like classic.
yeah,
That was like
can't
mid
get
90s,
enough.
wasn't it? That sort of came out mid to, was
We've
that
got
like
the
Yeah,
taste of the
96,
pain, mate.
97?
something like that. Yeah,
Yeah.
what an era, man. The 90s on a whole, mate.
Tomb
What we,
Raider,
yeah,
classic.
first thing
Yes.
that was,
Grand Theft Auto, first one of that came out in 99.
yeah.
Yeah, see, I'd kind of checked out by this point.
Yeah.
I played Metal Gear
The-
Solid. I think that was
Oh,
sort of late 90s,
what
the
a
first one.
absolute
That was great, that Metal Gear
brilliant
Solid.
game.
so I checked out as you were checking in, Daz.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
it.
bloody
Yeah,
hell.
pretty much. And I fucking checked in for a long time, mate. Still to this day, actually, probably a bit. But
Yeah,
Me,
I'm still.
I'm gonna have a look and see if some of these old games are on like Switch or anything. If I
oh
can get like
yeah, they
Worms
will be,
and
yeah,
Mate,
stuff like
they're
that.
on they're on Xbox as well, man. They're on.
yeah,
I
they're
know
all.
Doom and Doom 2 are on there.
Oh, Def, do you fancy blowing the shit out of each other on Worms like at some
Oh,
point?
we
Like,
got to, mate.
yeah,
If it's
let's do
on
it,
there,
mate.
we got
Let's
to,
do an
mate. That
online battle, mate.
yes, mate. We'll have some of that.
Done.
Nice online battle, mate. Can't go wrong with an online battle.
Ah, man.
Ah, beautiful.
So there we go, lads. The 1990s, all wrapped up. It's been the best, hasn't it,
Yeah,
over these 4 episodes, just fucking revisiting all this, like revisiting your childhood, basically.
I think when
yeah,
we go through it and see what we've got written down, what you boys have come out with, you just think nothing touches it, mate.
No,
The 90s was so good.
absolutely not, mate. So yeah, thanks for taking this journey with us over these 4 episodes, and thanks for tuning in to Bangers and Mosh, the podcast for heavy music. Until next time, don't have a cow, man.